You know, I got to thinking, what exactly is the key to happiness? Because everybody's always chasing this thing, and it's like it's always elusive. Like happiness is never there permanently. And if you were to ironically ask somebody, would you rather be permanently happy for the rest of your life, or would you rather have it in intervals and then have different experiences? Which would you choose? Most people would choose the latter, because being just happy throughout your whole life, it'll be like you robbing yourself of the true experience of what life has to offer. Because life has sadness, life has happiness, life has moments of being unsure. So it's like what why do we keep chasing happiness? And the reason why we do it is because we want to be happy, but ironically we don't want to be happy all the time. I know it's a contradiction in thought when you think about it, but it's just weird. It's just how we are as people. So I think that the best way to achieve happiness is to always have a goal of what you want to do in life, right? So um, developing a sense of self relative to what you feel would be your ideal self or your self actualized self, right? So, what's self actualization, right? Um, my goal, for example, is to become a bigger and larger YouTuber, right? It's like I want to be somebody that can impact people positively, and people can say, "Oh wow, I understand and I relate to you. Um, you have you made some sort of an impact on my life that was really positive." Like especially it. I'm not gonna edit any of this, so sorry if I sound like I'm rambling, but I'm just speaking straight from the top because it's just something I wanted to express for a while. So yeah, sometimes some goals even happen while you're doing something else. So the goal that I just mentioned, that came about as me saying, "Wow, I would like to create a Pokemon channel. I'd like to create a Let's Play channel." Ironically, it kind of turned into a Pokemon channel, and then a Pokemon and Smash channel. But I digress, right? And then intermittently, like throughout the years of me doing YouTube, I saw the effect that it had on people and how it affected other people's lives. Like it's not just about me anymore. It's about other people who watch my content and enjoy it and can it sometimes it one time, well maybe not, actually it's happened more than once really. I've gotten messages from people saying, "Wow, I was really on the deep end and I was like about to," they said they was about to end it all, right? Okay, this feels awkward because usually I just edit things so that it could sound better, but I'm not going to. I don't care. I'm not going to edit it. Anyway, so they were saying that they felt that they were about to end it all, and by watching my stuff, it made them feel better about their current state of existence, and they just continued on. So when I read that message more than a few times, I began to realize that I can have a positive effect on other people, and it really would be something that goes out to the millions of people that have watched my stuff. You know what I mean? So it feels good, and it's a good feeling, but it's more than that. Now you say, what could be more than that, right? Because it kind of goes back to the previous point that I made earlier, finding out what actually makes you happy, right? Sometimes you're going to find yourself in a spiral, right? Like you just keep getting more and more down or depressed, and you don't know what it is, and you want to find a way out of that. The best way to get out of that is to really just sit down and think, what exactly would I need to do that would make my life better and would make it where I would feel is more worth living or more worth being alive. You see what I'm saying? And which which kind of goes back to the previous point of the other people telling me, you made me feel like I should go on further, is because what I was doing was part of something deep inside of them in which they felt was similar to the process of moving towards the self-actualized self. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, being really happy about what you're doing and going towards a goal creates a positive feedback effect within yourself that makes you feel like, yes, it's worth living. I am doing something good. I'm feeling great, right? And then you become more and more happy progressively. You see what I'm saying? So that's really the goal in life, is to just keep working towards a positive goal. And the more you work towards a goal, the more purpose you have in life. Because, I mean, you could even get really philosophical and, read books by Sartre and Nietzsche. I think I'm saying his name right. I think it's called, it's a German name, but it's Nietzsche or Nietzsche. But you guys know what I'm talking about. If you know who he is, you know what I'm talking about. And no one has really pinned down what exactly the real meaning of life is. So we have to create the meaning of life. And I have a cold, so my voice is just destroyed. Anyway, so we have to create a meaning of life for ourselves, because we could go to other people and they'll give us examples of how we could lead our own lives or whatever, but in the end, it's really up to us to determine how we're going to live our lives. And the best way to do it is to look deep inside ourselves and say, what do I want to be? What do I truly want to become? And then you put all the ducks in a row and you say, I'm going to do these things. And then by doing these things, I can get to that final point. And then on your way there, that's when you'll be the most happy. You see? So if you feel really down right now because you're in that downward spiral, just go forward towards a goal, right? Go forward towards a goal, which is like, meaning like, okay, I'm feeling down right now, but if I do this, I won't feel down anymore, even though I'm in that downward spiral and I feel like no one is there for me or no one really understands me. Just keep moving forward and you'll push yourself out of that loop. It'll be hard at first because you don't have any how do I say it? You don't have any catalysts that's making you go to that point, but you just gotta do it. You have to be your own catalyst. And then once you do that, boom, now you're in that positive feedback loop. Your life begins to change. Things start becoming, you start feeling better about yourself. And then you'll get out of that depression. You'll get out of feeling sad. You'll become a better version of yourself. And the more of a better version of yourself that you become, the more happier you'll be and the more content you'll be with who you feel that you truly want to be as a person. So if for instance you say, I want to go out and travel, I want to go out and learn real estate, I want to learn how to socialize with people better. Think about the ways that you can get to those steps. Think about, okay, so I can go online, I can go to Khan Academy, right, and learn about economics. I can read about real estate investments. I can go out, meet more people, put myself in uncomfortable situations. What was the one that I mentioned first? Well, you guys understand what I'm saying, right? Putting all your ducks in a row so that you can say, okay, this is what I need to do to get there. And then putting yourself in those uncomfortable situations and then making yourself a better person is going to hurt at first. But once you do it, it feels so good. It feels so good, Perfect example. I remember when I first started YouTube and I had 0 subscribers. I was like, this is going to take a long time. Why should I do this? Look at all these other people that they have all these subscribers or viewers or whatever. And I was like, at first, I was like, oh, it's pointless. I shouldn't even try it. But then I just pushed forward and I did it anyway, right? And now I am in a much better state than if I just gave up, if I just didn't push myself into that realm. You see what I'm saying? Because no one, in the end, this is just the hardcore truth. No one is going to do it for you. Okay? You're going to have to do it for yourself. You're going to have to be the one to really just push yourself out there, right? And then when you do that, other people are going to see what you're doing, and then other people are going to want to follow you or help you, because in the same instance, it may be able to help them go to the next step themselves. See what I'm saying? Because people don't want to be around people who are, for the most part, people don't want to be around people who are going to bring them down to a lower state. People want to be around people in a higher state, because they feel that those higher state people can then propel them into a higher state, vicariously. Exactly. So if you guys have any questions about what I just said, or if you want to know more, then just put it in the comments. I just wanted to make a video like this because it's something that I've been thinking about for a while, and it's something I would like to share with people. I have a cold, my voice is terrible, but thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.